What's up, guys? It's your boy A-Dubb, King Allan Alexander on all social medias. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe in this video, and thank you for watching. So, you bought your brother SE600 and you want to start making money with it right away. You don't even have any digitizing software. I'm going to show you guys how to start making money right now using your brother SE600. But do me a favor. If you like this video and it inspires you to buy a brother SE600 or any embroidery machine, do me a huge favor and use my link, my Amazon link in the description below this video to purchase your machine. It'll help me out a lot and it will help out the channel a lot, and it won't cost you any extra money, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys how to embroider monograms, custom monograms onto the sleeves of people's shirts. It could be businessmen, it could be people that you work with, it could be people from church, it could be yourself, it could be anybody. The main thing you want to do is get a few people. You want to master this first. Obviously you want to master your machine, and if you follow a few of my videos, mostly the video on how to make a perfect embroider on your brother machine, I'm gonna put a link right up here so you guys can check out that video. If you follow that link, you're gonna be just as good as I am on this machine, I promise you. And watch a few of my other embroidery machine videos and you're gonna be solid at this machine and able to do exactly what I'm gonna show you how to do right now today. Don't forget to visit allanawade.com to buy some cool channel merch. Get like me, cop your Dub Nation hat and cop your YouTube A-Dubb production shirt. Help support the channel, as well as use my link. But without further ado, let's get into this video, guys. Let's go. The first thing that you're going to want to do to get prepared for what I'm about to show you is you're going to want to come to the brother touch screen right here. And actually, you're going to do the next step first, but I'm going to show you right now what you're going to go ahead and get prepared. Take my initials, for example, AAW, right? I'm going to grab this tool right here, touch right here where it says the regular letters. Boom, got the regular letters, and I'm going to use option number 1, right? So, and I'm going to go ahead and type in an A, and that's the first letter of my name. I'm going to go ahead and navigate down here to LMS. This stands for large, medium, small. So I'm going to go ahead and navigate to small, and then I'm going to hit A, and I'm going to go over and hit W. Those are the initials for my name, AAW, Allan A. Wade. I'm going to go ahead and set this right here, right? And then I'm going to go and hit size. You might want to hit size, and you can make it bigger or make it smaller. I'm going to make sure it's the smallest size that it can be by hitting the arrows that are all facing in. I'm going to press OK because it's the smallest it can be. Then I'm going to go ahead and hit font edit. I'm sorry I'm going so fast, guys. Hit font edit. Font edit. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to array my font, and I'm going to go ahead and you can hit any of these buttons and it'll array your font in different ways and different ways, but I'm going to press this one over here because it's my favorite. And you see AAW going this way, but I want it to go the opposite way, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit this until it shifts. You see the letters are shifting. AAW, because I want it to go down. I think it looks better this way, going down. AAW. I'm going to try to line them up right on that line right there. I'm going to hit OK. And let me see something real fast. See if I can squeeze those letters in. They're squeezed in all the way. I'm going to hit OK. And I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to go ahead to my thread. I'm going to change the thread color. This part doesn't really matter because whatever this thread color is, you can use whatever thread color you want up top. So for tutorial purposes, I'm going to put it on black, and then I'm going to hit OK. Now, end edit, and my file is ready to be embroidered, but first I have to load something into my machine. Alright, so for this example, I'm going to be using a basic all-white shirt. So you got your first client. They agreed to do it. Of course, you've already tested this out and make sure that you can stitch perfectly and you're not getting any weird stitching in your embroidery machine, and you know that you can do it properly because you've tested it on other materials, and you know that every monogram you do is coming out perfectly. And the reason why you want to do that, folks, is because you don't want to take somebody's expensive shirt and you don't want to mess it up. So by now you know how to monogram correctly and you've tested this out on test material. So you got your first client and you told them to put on their shirt, right? So now your client has their shirt on, or you might have just been given a shirt. But either way, you're going to be able to measure exactly where the monogram is going to go. If your client has their shirt on, you're going to go ahead and tell them to put their hands out flat like this, and you're going to use some safety pins. You can use some safety pins because you want the monograms to be about right at their wrist area, so that when they have their suit jacket on and they go like this, they can look at it and they can see their initials. Okay, now you can do this either way. You can do this facing the person, or you can have it, the monogram, facing the direction towards the person it belongs to so they can read their initials, or you can do it so that other people can read their initials. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I personally prefer to have it so that I can see my initials, A-A-W, facing me. So that's the way I'm going to lay out the monogram. So you're going to use some safety pins and you're going to mark the approximate location of where you want the monograms to go. And later on, we're going to be more precise, okay? So on sleeve number 1, real carefully without sticking yourself, you want to take the safety pin and you want to go ahead and go through the shirt in the approximate location where you want the monogram to go. I'm going to put it right here. Alright, I don't want to stick myself. Please don't make me stick myself. Okay, that's about the approximate location where I want this to go, and you see I put it in and put it through and put it back out so that it doesn't come back and stick me. That's the approximate location, and I'm going to take another pin and I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm going to compare it to this sleeve, about the middle, and I want to put it about right here. So I'm going to go in and come back out. It would be good to use a thimble so you don't stick yourself like I'm doing. Okay, so I got pins on both sleeves, guys. Alright, pins on both sleeves. Can you guys see that? Okay, cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the shirt off and we're going to do some more refined measurements. Okay guys, so I pretty much have my sleeves in a good location. I think I kind of accurately evenly put these pins in the right position. But what you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and undo these sleeves, guys. Undo these sleeves. Take the buttons off the sleeves. So we're going to have to hoop this. Alright, that's going to be the hard part. But just for measurement's sake, you're going to go ahead and make sure they are evenly spaced apart. So you're going to grab a ruler. If you are going to be working with clothes, it's a good idea to get yourself a cloth ruler. I don't know what they're called. Tape measure, I guess they're called. No, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Those cloth type of tape measures that people use when they're doing materials and stuff. Okay, so right here from the edge, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is about, we're going to go ahead and go with 5 inches away, and that's about the middle, okay? 5 inches away, and I think this is a good distance away from the edge of the shirt right there, and this is about 3/4 inch up from the shirt, the edge of the shirt right here. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we have the same measurements going this way. Alright, once again, undo this little small button right here. And we said this was 5 inches to the center. And that is approximately, that's shorter actually. 5 inches to the edge of that needle, and this is 5 inches, is a little less. Alright, so what we can do is we can go like this, put them side by side like this. We got them back to back, and we can line it up that way. Plenty of ways we can do this, guys. Take this pin out and put it in the right place just by looking. Boom. And make sure we're getting it 3/4 of an inch. That's about right. That's about right. And what I'm going to do now, instead of the safety pins, because like I said, we're going to have to hoop this, I'm going to go ahead and use Scotch tape, guys. There's many ways to do this. You guys can go ahead and leave your method in the comment section down below. I'm just going to go ahead and use white Scotch tape. Whatever you do, do not use electrical tape, because I did that before and I messed up a shirt. The first Dub Bear shirt I made. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that with Scotch tape. That's where I know where my embroidery is going to go. And I'm going to do the same with the other side. I guess my accurate measurement is kind of like off a little bit now, but I can still see the holes, those small holes in the shirt that were there. So I marked it with Scotch tape, guys. All right. So that's where my design is going to go. It's kind of rough. You guys can refine this and make this better so that your monograms are in more precise spots. So let's go over and let's start hooping this thing, guys. Now that we got our measurements over, we know exactly where our embroidery is going to go. Line it up. These about the same side, back to back. Alright. Yep, exactly the same spot. So let's go hoop this. So this is the first shirt that we're hooping. I got my stabilizer. Let me find the hard side, the stabilizing side. That's going to be this side. This side is a little softer. Actually, they both feel the same, but this side I think is a little softer. I got my hoop right here. And I'm going to go ahead and start hooping this thing. I'm not sure if I want to hoop it this way. This is the important part, guys, because you want to hoop your thing very carefully, and you want to pay attention to how you're laying it down. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. I think I kind of messed up in previous designs enough to know how to do this, so I'm going to line this up very carefully. So you see how I have my hoop laying? That means it's going to go into the machine this way. That means as I'm looking at the shirt, it's going to be on my arm. It's this way, all right? So you want to keep that in mind when you are laying stuff down. I'm going to go ahead and put my stabilizer in. First, I want to make sure my hoop is loose enough, and it is, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and lay my stabilizer down, and I'm going to kind of try to get this in the center of the hoop right here. But I kind of want this part right here to be off a little bit. All right. And it might not be perfect, guys, but you want to try to get this as perfect as possible. And this is going to be hard to hoop because this part of the material is not very friendly to work with, I should say. All right. So you want to make sure this is open more, actually. So let me open this up more so it can hoop easier. And you want to make sure this is straight. You want to make sure this part right here is straight. All right, so boom, got it in there, and this part right here is relatively straight, as you guys can see. So that's good enough for me. This is going to have to come over a little bit more, actually, and let's push it back in. Gonna have to be more in the center. Like I said, this is really tough to do, guys. Really, really tough to do, especially if it's not facing you like it's not facing me. All right, because I'm doing it sideways here. All right, so boom. The hoop is facing me. The part that mounts is facing me. And I'm going to go ahead and put it about right here. I'll make sure that tape is in the center. I'm going to go ahead and put this on top. Open up my hoop a little bit. Give it some space to fall in, which is the hardest part. Oh, gosh. Okay, so what happened is this. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Boom. Straight. Fall in. Make sure this is in the center. Once again, fall in. That is in the center. I want this to come down a little bit. So pull it. Center. Boom. And that is as good as it gets right there. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and close this up, guys. Sorry if I went off camera for a little while. Alright. Alright, so this is hooped and ready to go, guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and load this up into the machine and carefully, wait a minute, it's not tight enough. See how I want it to be a little bit tighter than that, so I'm going to go ahead and loosen this hoop back up and pull it tighter. Alright, pull the material, the shirt tighter. Alright, so I'm pulling it tight. That's good, and that's good. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it back up again. Alright, it's good and tight, not loose at all. And I'm going to go ahead and load this up, guys. Let's load it up. Now we have our machine over here. Everything's loaded up. We're going to go ahead and load this up in the machine. Boom, boom, and it's loaded up. Alright, it's loaded up and the machine is right over it. I'm going to, at this time, remove our scotch tape. Probably should have took the scotch tape off before, but I was using it to line this stuff up. Alright, so we can go ahead and remove this, take our scotch tape off. Alright, because we don't want to embroider on top of scotch tape, obviously. Our sleeve is all loaded up, right? This is the part where you want to pay real close attention to. So as the sleeve is loaded up, you can look at the shirt. First of all, you want to make sure that you have no extra shirt underneath this area right here, and there isn't. So right now you could look at the shirt and tell that this is the part of the shirt that your arm would stick out like this. All right, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that the text is reading in the direction that you want it to be reading on. Let's navigate towards the screen of the embroidery machine. Navigate towards that right here, and right here you can see, right, you can see that the text, let me focus on this, you can see that the text is not reading. If I have my wrist like this, the text would be reading in a way that if I have my wrist like this, the text is reading in a way that the person looking at the shirt, not wearing the shirt, would be reading it, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rotate the font, rotate it 90 degrees, another 90 degrees, and right now this is how the machine is going to stitch out A-A-W. So A-A-W on my wrist would be like this, and this is the way that the shirt is lined up, like this, because this is the part of the shirt that goes right here, so I can tell that this is going to stitch out correctly. Alright, you guys get it? Alright, because this is really important. This is the part where you can mess up really easy. This is the part that I always mess up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. I'm going to hit End Edit. I'm going to hit, actually right now I'm going to go ahead and hit this button right here, so I can look and I can see if my design is going to make it all the way on the part of the shirt that I want to put it on. So I go ahead and I hit these buttons right here, and it's going to navigate and show me how big the design is and where exactly on the shirt it's going to go, guys. Alright, so check this out right here, right? Let me refocus. Alright, so that's going to be that farthest corner. Over here, up here, up here, and this is the middle. So kind of looks like it might be a nice size. It's going to be white, so you won't be able to see it that much. And I'm going to go ahead and start embroidering. I'm going to put down the presser foot, and I'm going to let it start embroider, guys. Now, let's cross our fingers and see how that comes out. Hit OK, hit embroider. That's going to change colors, and I'm going to go ahead and let it start. And it's stitching out exactly how I thought it would. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, I think I would have preferred it to come closer towards me a little bit. So instead of you guys doing 3/4 of an inch, you're going to want to bring it closer this way, maybe 1/4 of an inch instead of 3/4 of an inch. But nonetheless, it's going onto the sleeve, and it looks really good in my opinion already. Alright, it's only going to take a minute to stitch the whole thing for the design that we created. So you guys are going to get to see it as soon as it's done. I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you guys what we've created together and what you guys can do to help you guys make money right now with your Brother SE600. And already, just like that, the design is done. I know I said I was going to change the black. I'm going to hit OK on the screen. Bring the press foot up. Go ahead and run this underneath here to separate the thread. Press this button right here to release. You guys see that? Press this button right here. Release it. Bring it up. Slide it out. Alright. Let's see what we have. Alright. Check this out, guys. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. My opinion, this looks good. Let me clean this up a little bit. Let me show you guys. Pass this under here. You can use your seam ripper. Let me get my seam ripper real fast. Give me a second. It's right here. Get my seam ripper and rip that off right there. Underneath there. Underneath here. And go ahead and clip those two edges right here. It's still in the hoop. Let me take it out of the hoop. And that's going to make it a little bit easier. Alright. There we go. See how we're looking right here. Got the tearaway stabilizer. Just tear it right off. We can clean up the back. Like so. Look at that. And it's white. So it's white on white. So you can barely see it. But when you notice it, and it's classy. It's not gaudy. Very tasteful. And as a matter of fact, I think that is a nice amount of space right here between the look at that. That's awesome. Between the cuff, it's a nice amount of space. I think it is. A-W. My initials right on there, and I wear my shirt like this. So when my suit jacket comes up, you're gonna be able to read my initials. How nice is that? How nice does that look, guys? You tell me. And believe it or not, guys, now that I did the first one, the other one was much easier to line up. I got this directly in the center the first time. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the scotch tape right now while we got this out. Got it tightened up, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. Alright, so I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I think this came out phenomenal. My measurements were on point. And I just like, look, it's perfectly straight. It looks great. Alright, this is this wrist right here. Perfect. This is this wrist right here. It's perfectly exactly in the position that they want to do. And this wasn't even a precise measurement. I kind of like eyeballed it. So guys, I also want to tell you guys something real fast. I didn't know how this was going to turn out. This is honestly my first time ever trying this. And you see how good it came out. I'm impressed with myself. I'm impressed with the machine. But once you follow my tutorial on how to thread this machine properly, you will be embroidering things just like I'm doing right now. Again, this took no digitizing software. This is just the using the Brother touchscreen right here. So do me a favor, guys. If this tutorial was dope, if it was helpful, use my link. Use my link down in the comment section, down below. Not in the comment section. Use my link in the description and purchase your Brother embroidery machine, and that'll help the channel out. It'll help me out a lot. If this was helpful to you, if you felt like you can follow this. I mean, look what I did. I did this, and I'm not lying to you guys. 100% honest with you guys. This is my first time doing this. This is my first time doing this ever. I didn't know how this video was going to turn out. I just make videos and I'm like, oh, whatever, let's see what happens. And I took a risk on my shirts, and this came out dope. A-A-W got my initials on my shirts, so when I wear them, boom, dope. I hope you guys think this is fly. I think it's awesome, guys. Look at my initials on my shirt. I'm a millionaire. This is what millionaires do, guys. So you can look like a millionaire like A-Dubb if you follow my instructions. If you thought this tutorial was helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. This looks awesome. Look at this. Impeccable. Give this video a thumbs up if you think that looks dope. It's got that subtle hint of, is your shirt embroidered? Are those your initials? Like, look. Right here. You reach for something. A salt shaker or something like that. And then you barely see it. Ah, that is just awesome, guys. Alright guys, it's your boy A-Dubb. I hope you guys had as much fun watching this video as I had making it. How cool is that? If you did, please use my link down below to purchase your brother embroidery machine. Don't forget to visit allanawade.com to buy some channel merch and help support the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Hey guys, man, it's a great day. You know, I did this thing one shot and it came out great. If that doesn't inspire you to buy this machine and start making some money, you can make your money back in this machine if you do the right things and you're creative enough. Really fast, like make some people's logos for them if you're able to, but that would entail buying digitizing software. Me, I use PE Designer 10, brother PE Designer 10. Links will be in the description for that product. Also, use my link to purchase that product. It's quite pricey, but it's a good digitizing software, and there are tutorials online on YouTube that show you how to use it. I might be making some tutorials myself to show you guys how to use that digitizing software, but for right now, I just showed you without digitizing software how to make some money right away as soon as you get your brother PE, your brother SE600, guys. And that's it, guys. Your boy Allan Wade, King Allan Alexander, on all social medias. I'm out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.